Yeah, I think that'd be great. And I'm not joking. For those who haven't said, I'd be delighted to draw up a contract for Per Hellman here. And we'd ferry him over every Friday. But he might have other things to be doing though than going back on the plane on a Friday. Per, do you want to talk about, make a comment about multidisciplinary and maybe the strides that people make? I mean, you went through the Centre of Excellence process, and it's an onerous task, isn't it? But it's worthwhile.
Yeah, it's worthwhile, and I said to some people during lunch that if I a couple of years ago, if I would have been Irish and a couple of years ago would work here with NET patients, I would be happy to set this up, MDT round, and you're doing that now, and I would be enthusiastic to do, because it's good for the patients, of course. That's the goal, but. I mean, with the new technology now, we can have regularly phone or Skype sessions with Uppsala as well. That's, you don't need to come here every Friday. But I'm convinced that you can build your own Center of Excellence here, and you're already started. And that's of course very good. The Center of Excellence thing is important. It has set the standard for what a center should have to become a Center of Excellence, and that's very good. And now what we all want is that there be more Center of Excellences around in Europe, where we have the lutetium therapy going, and and other things. America are far behind us, but. It's definitely the way to go in this field.
I think one of the things, because I'm involved in the Centre of Excellence thing on the European scale, and we're hopefully not that far off. I mean, there are Centre of Excellences in Europe that don't have lutetium, and they just have good access. And I think that we have good access. We've got a great partner. And thank you very much for your help, for Dan, for Stefan Whelan, and many of you know these guys. And Barbara Eriksson has been a good, dear friend of mine for a long, long time. And Kjell Ogberg, because Kjell is the guy who, in fact, started this whole thing. And it's been a great, sort of, an unprecedented group, because they have got a specific whole group that look after this, which is great. And we've got other bits of jobs to do as well. Many of us a lot more than mine. So it's not that easy. But we're hopefully not that far off getting into that. And I think that we also have great other partners, and not only, it's a complex area because we deal with other patients with other types of endocrine tumors, and some of them are very complex, and we have to get an opinion, for example, about genetic testing. We've got to get some special tests sometimes done in the UK. I have to say that the response to our questions coming from our group, it's usually rapid and very good, you can wait a little bit of time sometimes to get a very special scan done, but we get it done. And I think that's improving. Well, I get that impression anyhow. But we're striving to make inroads to be as independent as possible. But I think hopefully we'll never be completely independent, because the whole process gets more and more advanced, so that we have to be constantly updating. And